7.8 million years ago, the earth breathed in a way it no longer does. Winds were wilder. Fires were freer. The world was untouched, chaotic, raw, and alive. No names, no borders, no history. Only instinct and silence. And yet, in this wild cradle of life, something stirred. A creature not yet man, but no longer beast. He walked upright, not just to see further, but to be more. Every step he took was into the unknown. But his eyes, they didn't just seek, they hunted. He wasn't the fastest, not the strongest, but he was learning. He was watching the patterns of the herd, reading the rustle of the grass, waiting. This was the birth of patience, purpose, of the predator that planned. With nothing but a sharpened stone, he challenged beasts 10 times his size. And sometimes, he lost. But even in loss he learned. Pain became teacher. Wounds became wisdom. And the hunt, a ritual of survival. He did not hunt alone. Side by side they moved as one. A tribe of silent steps and focused eyes. They were not yet brothers. But they had begun to trust. Together they found power. Together they endured. From stone to spear. From fear to fire. They turned Earth's tools into their own. They shaped survival into strategy. And the hunter became more than muscle. He became mind. They observed the skies. Not to worship, but to follow. Stars told stories. Moonlight guided the night. They moved with rhythm. And with rhythm came memory. Memory became story. And story identity. With every hunt they marked the earth. Paintings on walls. Symbols of victory. Cries of grief. Signs of thanks. This was not just survival. This was the birth of humanity. They hunted not to conquer, but to live with nature. They took what they needed. No more. They understood the balance. They respected the prey. 'Cause they knew. One day they could be hunted too. And through time, they taught. A father showing his son how to hold a spear. A mother teaching her child how to hear the wind. No books, no schools, only hands, only instinct, only legacy. Storms came. Droughts tested them. But they endured. Because they were not alone. Because they learned to stand together. To move like wolves. To think like rivers. To hunt like fire. And when the sun set behind the mountains, they didn't fear the dark. They carried fire. Not just in hand, but inside their souls. They looked at the stars. Not just as lights, but as promises of something more. 7.8 million years ago, we were not kings. Not even men. We were questions. Moving shadows in a world of giants. But we dared. We dared to rise. Is a hope. To become. This was the beginning. Not of history. But of the story before history. A time not recorded in books. But written in blood. In bone. In the breath of the first hunter.